Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. We have a bit of a treat for you here because this is the first time we've ever featured a replay of Deputy ZoeBallz's, yes, our very own sheriff in What Arty Noobs, and this is the first replay on our channel, and she's in the Pz.Kpfw 38H, and it's the Minnie Mouse. As you can see, she's on the Abbey map. Bring the mini map up a little too high there, and she's in the Minnie Mouse, which is basically the Hotchkiss 38, which was re-armoured by the Germans after they captured them as Butpanzer, that is prize panzers, and put them into use for the Reich, the Third Reich. Now these French tanks, they had a lot more armour on them added to them by the Germans, which made them incredibly tough. Very thick armour, both the front and the rear and the turret, but it still had basically the same guns it had before, which is a 37mm French gun, does 40 alpha and only penetrates 41mm with standard and goes up to 64mm with the APCR. Now, because Deputy ZoeBallz's is a sheriff, she has access to all the tanks in the game. Yes, Wargaming trusts her because she's a community contributor and gives her an account with every tank in the game so she can play. And of course, if she gets killed, the person who kills her gets 250 gold. So it's particularly dangerous for Zoe to be driving around, because at any moment the enemy might try to wipe her out just to collect that bounty. It also means that Zoe gets a lot of fun out of it as well, because they all try to get the gold. And of course, if she picks the right tank, and she has got the right tank in this one, it can be very difficult for the enemy to kill her. Well, we're all very proud of Zoe as well, getting a community contributorship as well on the NA server, because she's British, and of course she's worked on the NA server to improve the game and contribute to all the effort, all the work on the NA. And she is a streamer on both NA and EU. And that 40p is about to go out the game. Yes! I think she got a ram kill on that one as well. Okay, we've got a Panzer Spy coming around the corner. Pz.Kpfw Spy. Puts one round in. I don't think his shells are going to pen Zoe. Oh, he did get one in. He got one shell to penetrate. And he is firing APCR to do it. But she's well angled, so yeah, it's not going to happen, sunshine. Zoe's bouncing a lot of shells. Okay, so she's off and, well, being obstructed by a shoe. Now the Pz.Kpfw 38, well, it's very difficult to get hold of because Wargaming haven't put it on sale for a long time. In fact, it's been many years, if I remember correctly, and if you've had one of these, you've probably been in the game a long time. I think it was a reward tank for a while, but I'm pretty sure they did put it on sale at least once. And yes, it is very, very attractive little tank in terms of the fact that it is basically a troll tank. It's very difficult to take them out, and in fact, it's very much like the Panzer Spy Aslains J, which has got very heavy armour as well, but this one's got a slightly better gun than the Panzer IIJ because it can penetrate with standard AP. Panzer IIJ really can't penetrate unless it's using APCR, although the Salty Jedi did win a battle just using standard AP in his Panzer IIJ, and oh, that was a hard job for him to do that. Now, I should say actually that the Salty Jedi is also a community contributor, but he's on the EU server, whereas Zoe is on the NA server. Now, Zoe is also platooned with Klaus Kellerman on occasion, and they have a lot of fun together. In fact, Klaus was a bit surprised that Zoe was not a community contributor when he first played with her, but obviously she is now, and I'm sure that Klaus's recommendation, as well as all the effort that Zoe was putting in on streaming, helped a great deal to persuade the NA management team to select Zoe as the next community contributor. Oh, she's got some targets down below. She'll probably be able to take out that T1. She's just having to get the right spot. Yes, she's got one on him now. And another. auto-aiming on, and she's bouncing rounds from a Panzer II-D, who's also firing APCR at her. Unsurprising. They're all trying to get the multi. And there goes, she's got the T1. Now the Panzer II-D's the next target. And she lost him just for a sec, but she's firing manually at him now. He's run to hide behind that rock. So I think Zoe... Oh, she's got another target. A Leica tractor, or LOL tractor, as many people call it. And he's gone as well, but she didn't get the kill for that one. That went to a 4TP on her team. Well, there's only 3 enemies left, but they're still trying to kill her, and they're still using APCR to do it as well. Yeah, they just can't seem to get through the armor, you see. Now, this replay actually came about because she was streaming one night and giving people the opportunity to earn 250 gold. And she thought she'd try out the Minnie Mouse and see how they got on. And, well, they didn't get her for this game, but I think that gives the game away. But they certainly had a good bit of fun trying. And they did get her when she was actually in other tanks later on. Panzer II-D, it's another premium tank, that one. And you really have to use premium ammo on that tank because it's got so little penetration with the standard. And one more shell. And Zoe picks him off. 4 kills now for Zoe, and there's a SHRFF M38 in range. She's firing standard ammo at them and still getting through their skins. I don't think that one hit. I could see that one hit the ground in the distance. She's just changed the angle a little. I think you're going to have to come down, Zoe. There's only 2 enemies left. A SHRFF 38 and a medium 1. And the medium 1, of course, is a tier 1 tank. Tier 1 British. The SHRFF M38's a tier 2 Swedish light. There he is. She's got him in sight at last, but can she get a shot on him? Oh, he's just been killed. And there's the medium. She auto-aims on. Using standard ammo. She's going just for the turret here. And he is active because his turret's turning. And I don't think he's a bot. No, he is a real player. He's probably a bit of a noob though. And there you go, he's dead. The M2 light got him. And that is the end of the game. But it looks like she's done well because potentially there's a high caliber in there. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. It's an ace tanker for ZoeBallz's on Zepke ZoeBallz's, I should say, in the Pz.Kpfw 38H735F. She also picked up a duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged her, a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills, she actually ended up with 4 exactly, and a SHRFF for doing more damage than the hit points of her own vehicle, and a shellproof for blocking the most damage, or more damage than the hit points of her own vehicle. She also got a cool headed for blocking at least 10 ricochets non-penetrating shots in a row from enemy players, and she did get the high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game, at least 1,000 hit points and 20% of the enemy hit pool. Let's have a look at team scores. Oh, she was the only player to get over 1,000 base in that 1,000 XP, rather, on that game. 1,506 XP, no, hit points. 1,506 hit points from that game. The next high scorer being the M2 light on the enemy team with 654. And then the SHRFF M38 and the LOL tractor on our own team both shared 519 hit points as the third highest scorer. When it came to kills, it was Zoe with 4 kills, 3 kills for the SHRFF, 2 kills for the M2 Light, the LOL Tractor, the T2 and the Cruiser Mark 1. And when it came to base XP, it was only Zoe who managed to get over 1,000, 1,005 for Zoe, that's enough for an ace tanker. And 461 for the T2 Light on her own team, and 283 for the LOL Tractor. She fired 52 rounds, got 41 direct hits and 38 penetrations, damage of 1,506 hit points, of which 594 were at more than 300 meters. She received 72 hits in that game, only 7 of which penetrated. So you can penetrate one of these tanks if you hit them in the right place, and I'm afraid most of the enemy tanks just didn't know where to hit her. But both the 4TP and the Panzer II both did penetrate her with APCR ammunition. She actually got 65 non-penetrations and blocked 710 hit points of damage with from those shots. She spotted 1 enemy vehicle, damaged 7 of the enemy, killed 4, and on a premium count she earned 14,974 credits, and after repair and ammunition resupply took away 21,640 credits. She received 1,005 XP from the game, 3,016 from personal mission payout, and 1,056 for this being a premium vehicle, and took away 5,580 experience points altogether. So this was Zoe's first sheriff game in the Pz.Kpfw 38H735, the Mini Mouse. And I'm sure that Zoe will be sending us more sheriff games in the future, especially those where, of course, somebody earns 250 gold from getting her, which would be quite funny to watch as well. We actually have been in games. I've been in a game with Zoe where she's actually been in something like the Panzer IIJ. And yes, I've seen people actually get the kill on Zoe. In fact, on one game, I actually pumped a whole load of rounds into Zoe, brought her down to a one-shot, and one of the fellow colleagues on my team then took the kill out from under my nose, kill-stealed Zoe, and got the 250 gold as a result. So very lucky for him, not so lucky for me on that occasion, but nice to see Deputy ZoeBallz's taking the Mini Mouse out for a stroll. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, and thanks for watching.